I didn't know the house had a basement. Not until the third night. That's important, because if I had known, I never would have bought it. The listing didn't mention it. The realtor didn't mention it. And the inspection report definitely didn't mention a hidden room behind the pantry wall. But houses lie. And this one lied well. The first 2 nights were quiet. Too quiet. No neighbors outside, no traffic, no dogs barking, just silence that pressed against my ears. On the third night, I heard something, a low, dull thud, directly beneath the kitchen floor. At first, I told myself it was pipes. Old houses shift, wood expands, concrete cracks. But then it happened again, slower, heavier, like something adjusting its weight. That's when I noticed the cold air coming from behind the pantry shelves. There was a wooden panel hidden behind canned food. No handle, just screws. Sealed from the outside. I removed the screws. The panel fell inward. Cold air hit my face. It smelled metallic, like old coins or dried blood. There were stairs going down into darkness. At the bottom there was a chair, bolted to the concrete, facing a camera, still recording. A red light blinking steadily, like a heartbeat. The chair had leather straps, dark stains, scratches in the concrete around it, like someone had fought hard, very hard. The walls were covered in thick plastic sheets, stapled to the beams. There were tapes, boxes full of them, each labeled with a date. Most were years old, but one, 3 weeks ago. I bought the house 2 months ago. The camera turned, slowly, mechanically, and aimed at me. The red light blinked faster. I didn't hear it move. There were no motors, no sound, just that blinking. I ran upstairs, locked every door, called the police. They came within 20 minutes. They searched the basement and found nothing. No chair, no camera, no tapes, no plastic sheets, just bare concrete walls. They thought I was stressed. They left. That night, I didn't sleep. At 2:17 a.m., I heard the pantry door creak open, slow, deliberate. From inside, footsteps, concrete against something heavy, climbing the stairs, one step at a time, not rushed, not quiet, confident. My bedroom door handle began to turn, slowly. The red light from the basement camera slid under the crack of my door. Blink, blink, blink. The door opened. There was no one there. Just a camera, floating, pointed at me. Recording. Behind it, something darker than the room. Shaped wrong. Too tall. Bent at impossible angles. I couldn't move. It stepped into the room. Its joints cracked like breaking wood. It didn't have a face, just stretched skin where a mouth should be. And it whispered, "You replaced the last one." The camera tilted toward the chair downstairs, and I understood. The basement wasn't for them. It was for me. The straps were already warm. The red light is still blinking. If you ever find a hidden basement, don't open it. because something is always waiting for the next recording. I don't remember falling asleep. I remember the red light blinking, 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 and then nothing. When I opened my eyes, I wasn't in my bedroom anymore. I was sitting in the chair. The straps were tight around my wrists, around my ankles, around my chest. They weren't just holding me, they were measuring me, adjusting, like they'd done this before, many times. The camera stood in front of me, closer than before. The red light steady now, calm, satisfied. Behind it, that thing. It moved differently in the basement, more solid, less like a shadow. Its limbs bent wrong. Its head twitched in small, sharp movements, like it was learning how to look at me. You replaced the last one. It repeated the sentence, but this time, its voice wasn't a whisper. It was layered, like multiple recordings playing at once. Male, female, child, old, all overlapping. I tried to scream. No sound came out. My throat felt raw, like I'd been screaming for hours already. The thing stepped closer. Its skin shifted, and for a second, I saw a face forming beneath it. My face. The camera zoomed in. I heard a click. Recording confirmed. The thing leaned down until its forehead touched mine. Cold, wet, breathing without lungs. You will last longer, it said. That's when I noticed the marks on the floor. Scratches weren't random. They were numbers. Tallies, each line carved into concrete, hundreds of them, maybe thousands. Every recording counted. The tapes weren't recordings of torture, they were transformations. Each victim sat in the chair. Each victim slowly changed, skin stretching, bones bending, voices layering, until they weren't human anymore, and then they stood up and walked away. I understood then. The house doesn't trap people. It recruits them. The basement isn't a prison, it's a factory. And the camera isn't documenting fear, it's feeding on it. The thing stepped back. Its body split slightly at the ribs, and I saw something inside. A lens, another red light. It wasn't holding the camera. It was the camera. My skin started to itch, then burn, then stretch. I felt my jaw unhinge, heard my spine crack, felt something growing behind my eyes. The last thing I saw was myself on the monitor, strapped, screaming silently, recording. The red light blinked once more, and then it became steady. If you're watching this, the house has already chosen you. And somewhere beneath your feet, a camera is waiting, recording.